thrown into Thailand's maximum brutal jail. A white guy without a buddies, no translator and no clue what turned into coming. They stripped him, mocked him, beat him in the front of all and sundry. Laughter. However, what none of them knew turned into that this broken searching foreigner turned into certainly a global boxing champion. The movie opens with a boxer named Bae who participates in underground boxing fits in Thailand. Even though he turned into a talented fighter, he by no means were given the platform he deserved. Dwelling some of the humans he used to combat with, he steadily fell into drug dependency. To assist his addiction, he finally grew to become to promoting tablets. Due to all this, he turned into stuck via way of means of the police. The police located tablets and guns with him, due to which he were given a long sentence. Earlier than moving to the prison, he turned into examined, after which he turned into instructed the policies of staying with inside the prison alongside with the alternative prisoners of the prison. After breaking them, there may be a completely strict punishment. Right here the jail global turned into very one of a kind. From the out of doors global, no one used to paintings for others without any advantage. All and sundry turned into egocentric. One day while Billy went to fill water, he fights with a gang, even though Billy turned into now no longer at fault. However, while the guards got here, right here the prisoners blamed Billy for the whole combat. Billy turned into locked in a small mobilia as a punishment, wherein it turned into hard to even take a seat down. After being punished on this small mobilia for 3 days, he turned into moved to every other mobilia. It's far known that there had been very massive criminals in this mobilia, and these kinds of criminal prisoners had fashioned a gang together whose chief turned into Kang. They requested Billy, for what crime did you return back? Right here, Billy says that he got here right here to sell tablets. Listening to this, all and sundry began out making amusing of Billy. In truth, they even began out teasing Billy. Besides, it is night time. All and sundry is going to sleep with inside the center of the night time. While Billy went to the toilet, he noticed that everyone, those gang participants, had been torturing a brand new prisoner. Seeing this, he were given scared. He desired to assist this boy. He desired to shop him. However, they also threatened Billy with a knife that if he attempted to inform all and sundry, he could do the identical to him. Billy were given very scared and quietly went to mattress. He turned into already scared of those humans. He attempted to neglect about the whole lot and nod off. While he wakened with inside the morning, he located out that the prisoner had died with whom all the prisoners had tortured him. Seeing this, Billy's head started out to burst because he may want to shop this infant. He had so much electricity in him. However, he misplaced his courage in his worry and tension. He misplaced the life of this infant. The surprise had caught a pain in his head. While he techniques the warden to invite for a pill, the warden tells him that if he wishes anything, he'll ought to both pay or provide a cigarette. All of this changed into completely unlawful. Seeing this, he were given indignant and commenced preventing with everybody. Right here he had long gone so loopy in anger, he did now no longer realize what he had performed. After beating the guards, he bit the defendant's throat. The different guards fast got here to manipulate him and beat him a lot, that he changed into approximately to die, after which he changed into closed in another mobilia with inside the equal wounded situation. In this mobilia, he additionally discovered a transgender. His call changed into fame. Repute enables Billy and places ointment on his wounds. However, right here, Billy does now no longer communicate to him plenty. It is proven that now the cops had tied ropes in Billy's palms and legs so that he couldn't combat with anyone. Billy's everyday existence had commenced again these days. Whilst the cat went to the canteen, he noticed that it changed into Fame's flip. With inside the canteen, he requested Fame to assist him and requested for 2 packs of cigarettes. Due to the fact right here you wanted a cigarette to do the whole thing, he stated to Fame that I promise I will go back this mortgage to you quickly. Repute did now no longer need to offer it to him. However, then Fame felt pity for him and he gave him packs of cigarettes as a mortgage. Now taking the ones cigarettes, Billy is going to a person who had tablets right here taking cocaine from him. Billy used it and he fainted, and at the equal night time 3 humans have been murdered with inside the prison. All the prisoners are woke up at night time and their search is commenced so they can discover approximately the killers. Whilst they got here to Billy, they noticed that Billy changed into under the influence of alcohol at that point. Additionally, they discovered tablets in his blouse from which different humans have been simply murdered on this manner. The terrible Billy changed into trapped with inside the murder case. However, he changed into fortunate that the police discovered out that those tablets have been now no longer from Billy. Billy had used cocaine. Those tablets have been from a person status in the back of Billy who had trapped Billy to keep himself. However, ultimately the police discovered out the reality and he changed into stuck. Besides, the next day a defendant presented to offer tablets to the cat. Billy extensively utilized the one's tablets very effortlessly, and whilst the defendant requested him for cash for tablets, the terrible Billy had no cash. Then the defense stated to him, okay, in case you do not have cash, you then definitely kill a person for me. I'm able to forgive you for those tablets. Unwillingly Billy had to concentrate to him. This defendant desired to kill the Muslim cooks running with inside the prison. Billy additionally beat those Muslim cooks so a lot that they have been near death. The defendant became very glad to look their bad situation and he supplied Billy another packet of medicine. However, this time Billy refused to take it due to the fact now Billy became regretting that he had overwhelmed two harmless human beings for his dependency. His remorse will increase a lot that he additionally attempts to die with inside the center of the night. He cuts the veins of his hand with a blade. However, earlier than he died, the human beings round him observed this aspect and saved his lifestyles. The police additionally observed out that Billy became mentally very careworn. To lessen his pressure, his arms and feet have been unchained. Billy now sees that a few human beings have been practicing boxing with inside the prison. He became additionally a boxer while he went interior hoping to test matters out. The instructor threatened him and kicked him out, pronouncing that he wanted cash or cigarettes if he desired to educate. He attempts to provide an explanation for to the instructor that he is an excellent boxer and he's going to perform thoroughly. However, nonetheless the instructor did not pay attention to Billy. Now for his assist, Billy went to Fame and requested Fame to lend him a few cigarettes for the remaining time. I want to participate in boxing schooling. If I get decided on in boxing, I can pay you back all of the cash I get from the fit repute. Additionally trusts Billy and offers him cigarettes. Billy is going to the instructor with a cigarette and asks him to educate him. Billy were given a punching bag to apply. After a long term he threw all his frustration into this punching bag, after which while his trial became taken he achieved so well that everyone the boxer's gift right here have been inspired with him. His actions have been absolutely exceptional from all people else. The cat commenced coming right here to practice each day. The instructor became additionally very glad together along with his overall performance, and he used to educate him difficult in order that he may want to make him win in the approaching suits someday. While he again to his mobile after schooling, he noticed that everyone the prisoners have been doing a fish opposition. That he knew this sport thoroughly. He additionally commenced playing with human beings right here and received loads of cigarettes on this sport. He took all those cigarettes and went to Repute, from whom he had borrowed cigarettes and participated in boxing. He offers all of the cigarettes to Repute and ends his mortgage, and right here he begins evolved speaking to him. He asks Fame what became the cause for you to come right here. Then Fame informed him that he had murdered his dad due to the fact he used to torture Fame due to the fact he became transgender. Repute became additionally heartbroken over his father's loss of life. Right here he begins evolved crying, and Billy tells him that I additionally don't have anyone on this global besides my dad. However, this time my dad would not recognize that I am in prison. Reputation feels worse after listening to his tale, and right here they each come near to every different. Billy in the main spend his time with inside the ring. The instructor becomes schooling him for the opposition. Subsequently the day of this opposition additionally comes all of the prisoners had participated on this opposition, and to look at it a whole lot of prisoners and a whole lot of high-ranking law enforcement officials had come. The combat begins evolved wherein the opponent become giving a correct punch to Billy. In truth he become dominant over Billy. He beat Billy and made him his puppet. Certainly considered one among Billy's ears become reduced and his eyes have been swollen. Billy become additionally much less seen. However, nevertheless Billy did now no longer surrender and persisted his combat. He fights until the quit. Even the different boxer receives worn out as he starts evolved to tire. Billy seizes the appropriate second, lands a punch to his face and knocks him down, and subsequently he gained this fit. Seeing him win, all of the officials and prisoners applauded him and all people become satisfied for him looking Billy's preventing abilities. The prison warden become additionally very inspired with him. He movements him to the boxing group Mobilula and additionally inform him that now he's being given a danger to combat on the national stage that become with inside the subsequent 2 months. This fit become now no longer to be performed on this prison, however to be performed in some other prison. The environment with inside the new Mobilula becomes superb. The meals right here become additionally superb. Billy become additionally being given correct meals and correct schooling to win the opposition. Now Billy becomes satisfied right here. The humans of this location have been now no longer massive criminals. In truth, that they'd come to prison with the aid of doing small evil deeds like Billy. Billy became pals with they all, and now Billy receives a simply with inside the prison. They all make a tiger tattoo on Billy's return. According to them, this may assist Billy win his fit. Billy become running tough day with the aid of using day to win that event. Someday as he went to take a tub, it become discovered that Kang's gang had surrounded him from all aspects. The group with which he used to stay with inside the preceding Mobilula, the humans of this Mobilula beat him loads. Due to the fact Billy did now no longer supply them their cash, Billy says to them, wait, do not kill me, I can win the event and come up with all your cash back. Kang leaves him, however right here he takes out the blood of an AIDS patient and he threatens him via way of means of displaying him an injection that if he does now no longer win the event they'll inject him and kill him. Billy become very dissatisfied with all of the incidents that passed off these days. He is going to his Mobilula to satisfy Fame to restore his mood, in which he noticed that Fame become busy with different prisoners. Seeing this he were given even angrier due to the fact he become buddies with Fame with a natural coronary heart. Right here the argument among them will increase a lot that different prisoners come and take Billy out of. Right here Billy become absolutely damaged. Now he used numerous pills to manipulate his thoughts, this stress-free his thoughts. However he commenced in a bleeding, he commenced vomiting blood. He straight away went to the medical doctor. Right here the medical doctor instructed him that because of numerous pills his organs have weakened, due to which he's having in a bleeding. In conjunction with that, because of heavy exercising he additionally had earners. The medical doctor right here stops each his exercising and pills and says, in case you take pills or do heavy exercising as soon as you may be answerable for your dying. One challenge after any other stored piling up for Billy. However he had made up his thoughts he might win the event irrespective of what. This become his best desire of dwelling on this prison. No matter the medical doctor's refusal he does heavy exercising and maintains his education. Ultimately the day of the opposition additionally comes and all of the prisoners taking part with inside the opposition with Billy are delivered to any other prison. All of the prisoners and high-rating law enforcement officials had amassed to observe this in shape. However right here a terrible element passed off that Billy commenced to sense ache. The ache become so worse that now he felt that he could now no longer be capable of play the sport. However he became capable of control his ache and entered the hoop for the combat. Earlier than the combat began out, according to the Thai tradition, each the fighters prayed, after which the combat began out with inside the first spherical of the fit. Billy indicates so excellent overall performance with the aid of using hitting his opponent. He tires him, however, because the fit advanced. Billy's fitness started out to become worse, even greater, and in the course of this time while the fighter punches his belly, Billy's circumstance worsens even greater. Now the alternative fighter noticed his weak spot. He simply saved hitting his belly to defeat Billy, and bad Billy fell down in ache. His overall performance became so down that nobody notion that he could be capable of do whatever with inside the ultimate spherical. On this spherical too Billy's opponent saved his grip in this recreation, and in the end while all of the braveness of Billy became spoke back he became full of frustration, and on this frustration he hit his elbow with inside the throat of his opponent, because of which he fell subconscious there, and on this manner Billy gained this match. Everyone celebrates and claps for Billy. The warden became additionally very glad with Billy's victory. He became status and appreciating Billy. However in the course of all this we noticed that Billy's fitness deteriorated loads. He vomited blood and fainted there. Seeing his circumstance an ambulance became called right away and he became taken to the medical institution. Billy's remedy begins of all involved right here for plenty days. Billy couldn't come to his senses after some days. While he got here to his senses, he noticed that he became within inside the medical institution, and his circumstance became much higher than earlier. Than while the nurse sees him wakeful nowadays, she takes him to the washroom herself. After leaving the washroom, while Billy got here to his room, he noticed that there became no defense for his safety nowadays. He quietly left the medical institution after many months. He became on foot on those streets. He felt excellent. He got here out very far from right here. In the end now he became loose. As he heard this, he requested himself, is he definitely loose? In this manner he'll run far from the police all his existence. He did now no longer need such freedom. Wondering this, he got here again to the medical institution after spending plenty of weeks with inside the medical institution. While Billy's circumstance receives higher, the police carry Billy again to prison. As he got here, Billy were given some other marvel. His father had come. All of the men are from England, and seeing him stuffed Billy with pleasure. In that second it felt to Billy as though he had regained his whole global. They exchanged heartfelt smiles, and that's wherein the tale got here to and quid with. Inside the closing scene it become found out that the movie is primarily based totally at the real tale of Billy Moore. At this factor, the person proven as Billy Moore's father become definitely the real Billy Moore himself, who had spent 3 years in a Thai jail. The rest of his sentence become later pardoned through a Thai preferred, and in 2010 Billy Moore become, in the end, launched from jail. Following that, a unique become written approximately Billy Moore, and this film become tailored from it due to the fact that then Billy Moore has committed his existence to supporting rehabilitate drug addicts. The film concludes with this very last revelation. In case you loved this tale, recollect to hit that like button and enroll in 5-star movie recaps, wherein each film has a deeper meaning and each person has something to show. We're given a movie you need us to break down subsequent, drop it with inside the remarks. We're looking till subsequent time. Live sharp, live 5-star movie recaps.